quickly repeat the question so everyone can hear it. What advice would you all give to current 8th graders who are about to make the transition to high school?
Well, I would tell everyone in middle school, cherish your time. Cherish your friends and everything. Because these are the fastest 3 years of your life. I wouldn't think I was a junior, but I am. And I'm going to be a senior next year, getting ready to leave home for the first time. So just cherish your time, spend time with your friends, and just have fun.
I have two things. One, find out what your passion is early, so you can get into that, and along with being happy with it, colleges will see that you stuck to one thing, and they can see that you're really passionate about this, and that will give you a sort of a unique spark. And also, I would say keep your priorities straight, and always, never miss an opportunity. Whenever you see an opportunity, take a second and go for it. If it seems like you might be interested in it, just take a chance.
I agree with Malcolm. I say, while you're in middle school, why not? Take advantage of every opportunity that Claremont offers, and do as much as you can, because like Christian said earlier, when you're in high school, you can't do everything. You have to pick what you're passionate about and what you really do enjoy doing. So I do, in a way, miss middle school, where it was easy to just try anything and do any sport, even if you've never played it, whereas in high school, it's a little harder to do that.
And also doing a lot of helping out with admissions and going to different schools with my admissions director. I've learned that the academics and the ISCE are like a minimum cost of entry almost to get into high school. A lot of high schools look at other things that students do, like sports, extracurriculars, and I think that's one of the things that Claiborne really nails down in middle school. So I would say where the academics are obviously important, you should also focus on who you are as a person and what do you like outside of academics and what you enjoy doing in your life personally.
How many people in the audience have 8th graders right now? And so you've already done the whole application process for your student high school. Okay. Just totally just let it breeze by. Don't deal with any stress with it to your kid, to yourselves, because you're gonna have to do the same thing in 4 years. You don't want to burn yourself out now. Definitely relax. Claiborne will prepare you adequately enough for high school. So don't stress about that. You have a bigger thing to worry about. So.
Yeah, that's almost exactly what I was gonna say. I remember in 8th grade being so stressed out, being like, am I gonna get into school? Am I not? And it's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine. Also, yeah, say yes to everything when you're in middle school, and continuing into high school. Say yes to things. Obviously, you can't do everything, but the worst that could happen is you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. And the other things, you decide that there are things you like and you want to continue doing them. And so I think if you decide that in middle school, or just at least kind of dip your toe in, then it's great.
I also think in terms of grades, it's especially important to pay attention to your GPA and the last semester of 7th grade, first semester of 8th grade. Those are the most important times. And also, yeah, everybody's saying, don't worry so much, because Claiborne does prepare you. There's the interview class where you practice your interview, and Mr. Geyer helps you write your resume, and that was really helpful because I had no idea how to write a resume. I mean, 8th graders don't know that, but they teach you everything you need to know. It's great. So, relax.
I agree about not completely, kind of a point Christian was hitting was not completely freaking out over the ISE or the HSPT. That was something that I did. I studied starting 7th grade summer. And I mean, I don't know that I regret it, but I remember in my interview, not all schools have interviews, but some do. I was I wouldn't move. I was so scared, and she was like, you can breathe, it's okay, talk. And then when she said that, I went on, she's like, and then at the end, she's like, this is the longest interview I've ever had. And I just say be yourself in your interview, because also as a freshman, we were in a class where, at my school at least, teachers, faculty, any faculty can interview students. And I was talking to one teacher, we're like, oh, how's the interviewing going? And she's like, it's going well, you know. And then we're like, well, have any gone not so well? She's like, well, there was this one student, and I was like, I had to drag things out of them, and like, I had to really, like, she wouldn't give me anything. So I feel like no Claiborne student would have that problem because they teach us to be so outspoken and to have a voice. So I feel like there's really not much to worry about.
And also, one more thing, don't choose a school based on like its reputation, more of just choose a school if it's right for you, if you think you're gonna, you know, gel well in that school.
Yes, excuse me.
Oh, sorry. To add to that, to what Miriam was saying, I remember going on all the high school visits, and I just was like, oh yeah, you know, I like that school, I like this school. But when I stepped foot on Sacred Heart, I left knowing this is where I want to go. And it was pretty ironic because when the whole process started, I had a talk with my dad, and he said, you know, I was like, Dad, I'm scared, I don't know, I've gone to all these schools, and I don't know. And he said, trust me, you'll feel it. You'll know that it's the right place for you, just like you felt at Claiborne. And I really did have that feeling. So it made my choice pretty easy.
I would have to say I didn't have that feeling right away. Even like on the first day of school, like there was still like some like a discomfort, like oh my gosh, like high school, like am I at the right one? So eventually, like it all smoothed out. Like there's just a lot of feelings during this period of time for kids and teens. Lots of stress, obviously, but just really just relax. Yeah.
In the back on the bleachers.